In today's news, U.S. News rankings recognize territories' luxury properties. Challenges in schools begin and end in the home. Resilience of agriculture and fisheries to be highlighted in March. DEYA sets national record in women's 60-meter hurdles. BVI suffers second defeat in the CONCACAF Under-17 qualifiers. Several schools advance to the BDO League semifinals. 21 colleges and universities represented at the local college fair. Unanimous adoption of the landmark BASSETTERRE Declaration. French team completes perilous recovery mission in Dominica. We have the details of this and much more when 284 News returns. Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman by yours truly, Ron Grant, presents Season 7. Introducing Travi Rose, Creative Director. Alex Lake, Businessman. Sean Black, Cinematographer. Dakari Wheatley Adams, Content Creator. Donandre Millwood, Educator and Musician. Hashim Dream, Entertainer. James Todman Sr., Contractor. Dr. Albert Tompkins, Psychotherapist. Walter Barrett, Author. Rakim Todman, Producer and Engineer. Kamal Letson, Photographer. Roosevelt Smith III, Sales Manager and Hospitality Professional. Leland Abraham, IT Technician and Cybersecurity Analyst. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 7, every Wednesday at 8 p.m., exclusively on 284 Media. Get ready to reason, reflect, and redefine yourself through the stories of real-life heroes. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, Season 7, Raising a Generation of Greatness. Voted Top 35 Gentleman Podcast Worldwide by FeedSpot and BI Icon Award winner. Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Thursday, February 13th, 2025. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Thursday's wish to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast, Rosewood Little Dix Bay has secured the top position in U.S. News & World Report's Best Hotels in the British Virgin Islands ranking, leading a list of prestigious properties across the territory. The annual rankings, which focus on luxury accommodations, require properties to maintain at least a 4 or 5-star rating and gather a minimum of 20 guest reviews to qualify. Hotels must also meet specific classification criteria to be considered. Now, the rankings specifically evaluate properties classified as hotels or resorts, excluding apartments, hostels, or the other specialty accommodations. Now, U.S. News considered luxury lodgings that consistently receive high ratings from the multiple sources. Rosewood Little Dix Bay has been recognized, having received several recent awards, including Travel and Leisure World's Best Awards 2024, Forbes Travel Guide 5-Star Awards 2024, Condé Nast Reader's Choice List 2024, and Condé Nast Traveler Gold 2025. Bitter and Yacht Club claimed the second position, followed by Sugar Mill Hotel in third place. Scrub Island Resort, Spa and Marina, and Long Bay Beach Resort rounded out the top 5. In a recent interview, Acting Chief Education Officer in the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Orlando Crabb, outlined a number of aspects contributing to the demise of many of the territory's children. She was at the time addressing the ongoing matter regarding students taking sexual drugs as well as violence. She began by addressing the policy in place to govern such matters.
I would say that the most relevant policy is the Student Code of Conduct 2006. And you can, by the year that it was last reviewed, you know that it's dated. But the policy does address serious and extreme misconduct very clearly. And it speaks to having an initial incident and how it should be treated, and then persons who would engage repeatedly. Some of the things that we have been putting in place, parents are looking at us as though, where do you have the power? Are you breaking the law? But we are enforcing the policy because now we see that now that there is an uptick, we want to make sure that we nip it in the bud and we let parents know that certain things will not be tolerated.
Mrs. Crabb spoke on the role of parents in safeguarding the territory's youth and highlighted the support many parents give to the school as well as the ministry. The acting CEO also highlighted the various avenues taken to deal with serious infractions and highlighted the role of private entities in providing clinical support where needed.
We have gotten to the point where we have tried, in many cases, a litany of approaches, interventions to reach some of these children, including one of the things that Minister didn't mention. We refer children, when the counselor has met with a child for a particular period and they're not making any progress, they refer children for clinical intervention. So we have ongoing relationships with some of the agencies, the private agencies in the territory. And what happens is they conduct what we call a psychological assessment, and they create a treatment plan. They start the plan, and then they partner with the school so that what is being done privately can continue in the school. Supports are put in place. Things like they may recommend, listen, this child needs a mentor outside of the counselor. They need another check-in person. They need to check in with the counselor every day. A lot of the recommendations that Minister referenced, where the child is given a reduced course load, those things come from the clinicians who look at the child's academic performance and say, no, yes, they may be 13, but they need additional support to get to that academic place. And in order to do that, we need to hone in on the core subjects. And we use the opportunity to provide counseling and support and so on.
She also highlighted 3 key areas that have affected students immensely, such as the hurricanes of 2017, the pandemic, and social media.
What we are seeing happening with our children is a direct result of 3 things. For the children who are in this generation, their normal is abnormal to us. They would have experienced the traumatic event of Hurricane Irma and Maria and watched the territory recover from that. And recovery for me may look very different to recovery for those children. Some of those children may still be living in homes that were affected by the hurricane and haven't been repaired, or still living in situations that they would have been forced to enter because of the hurricanes. And then we went into the pandemic that wrecked the social life of our young people. Now, me and you, we could survive because we've been there. But for a child within the ages of 11 to 17, their peers are their priority. And for years, they were robbed of those interactions. And so we see that abnormal behavior evolving out of the lack of development that would have taken place. And the third thing is social media and our children's over dependence on their devices and their belief that what happens on social media is reality. And so a lot of the anger and aggression that we see is because our children lack that face-to-face interaction.
Agriculture and Fisheries Month will be observed this year with activities designed to highlight the ingenuity and resilience of the local sectors. In a government information services release, it was announced that the month's observance will be held from March 8 to the 29th and will feature activities including exhibitions, markets, and a panel discussion aimed at fostering meaningful conversations about food security, sustainability, and technology advancement in agriculture and fisheries. The events are expected to provide a platform to local producers, fishermen, and experts to share their knowledge, showcase their products, and discuss strategies for a more sustainable future. Junior Minister for Agriculture and Fisheries, Dr. The Honorable Carl Dawson, said the month provides an important opportunity to highlight the work of local farmers, fishers, and communities. Dr. Dawson also noted that the Department of Agriculture will be supporting training initiatives focused on food production methods that are highly productive yet require minimal land use. Meanwhile, Director of Agriculture and Fisheries, Mr. Theodore James, said this year's theme, and I quote, is Limited Land, Vast Ocean, Reimagining Food Production Through Ingenuity, and invites the community and stakeholders to explore innovative and sustainable food production methods. Mr. James said by reimagining food production and embracing new approaches, residents can create sustainable systems that preserve the BVI's natural resources and ensure long-term food security and economic growth for these Virgin Islands. Up next, viewers, we have more news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Start the year off with more. More speed, more downloading, more savings, and more FIYA. CCT FIYA Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second. Super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI CCT FIYA and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
Just give me my service. Yeah. Just give me my service. Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Moving right along, DEYA Erickson made history for the British Virgin Islands, smashing her own national record in the women's 60-meter hurdles with a time of 8.32 seconds at the Celebration Poitiers Classics on Friday, February 7th, 2025. Her performance secured her first place, surpassing her previous record of 8.48 seconds. In other track and field news, Jaleel Kroll, representing the University of South Florida, delivered a spectacular run at the Harvard Elite Meet, placing first in the men's 60 meters with a time of 6.80 seconds. He also competed at the Scarlet and White Meet, running the men's 60 meters in 6.85 seconds. Competing for North Iowa Community College at the Friday Night Lights 2025 event, Tyrese James set a new personal and school record in the 200 meters, finishing first in 22.4 seconds. He also clocked a second-place finish in the 60-meter race with a time of 6.84 seconds. Janaea Deming, representing Highland, secured a second-place heat in the second of the 60-meter prelims with a time of 7.94 seconds. Now her teammate, Demane Thomas, also put in a commendable effort, placing second in Heat 8 of the 60-meter and completing 60-meter hurdles prelims with a time of 9.21 seconds. With Erickson's record-breaking achievement leading the charge, BVI's athletes showcased outstanding performances over the weekend, continuing to make their mark in the collegiate and regional competitions. The British Virgin Islands endured their second loss in the ongoing 2025 CONCACAF Men's Under-17 qualifiers, falling 5-0 to host nation Costa Rica on Tuesday at Estadio Nicola in San Jose. With this victory, Costa Rica surged to the top of Group B, delivering a commanding performance in front of their home crowd. Isaac Badilla opened the scoring in the 26th minute, continuing his impressive form with his fourth goal of the campaign. Byron Calderon doubled the advantage just before halftime in the 43rd minute. Marcus Brown extended the lead to 3-0 in the 60th minute, and Calderon secured his brace 6 minutes later in the 66th. Nick Bennett put the finishing touch on Costa Rica's dominant display with a fifth goal in the 83rd minute, sealing a comprehensive victory for Los Ticos. Here's a highlight of those remarkable games.
In San Jose, there's the opening whistle. We are in motion at the Estadio Nacional. Trying to maneuver space for a shot with the left. It skids in low, and it's the first save of the game. It'll take 25 minutes to give up a shot on target. They would have taken that, but here come Costa Rica now, and they're through on goal, onside this time, and they open the scoring. Isaac Padilla didn't miss this one, and Los Ticos frustrated for 25 minutes. They would start to believe that maybe they can pull a surprise, but they're going to have to defend here, and it's a good save. Costa Rica playing the short corner to the angle, then they swing in the cross, and there's the second goal. Beautifully worked routine from the corner, and it led to a free header that was put away by Brian Calderon. 2-0 to Los Ticos. They've shown well in this opening half, but Costa Rica doing what you'd expect so far, even if it took them a little bit longer than you might have expected. Good atmosphere for the host nation, as you'd expect. And we are back in motion for half number 2 for the run of Isaac Badia, who tries to muscle his way in, and Badia crosses. Still rolling around, it's off the line. And then was there a push? There was. It's a penalty for Costa Rica. And Marcus Brown scores. Beautifully taken into the corner. Whiteside went the right way, but it did not matter. And Los Ticos have Trace Umanya into the 6-yard box, and it is more. It is 4. And for a second time tonight, the set piece pays off. And for a second time, it is Brian Calderon who was on the end of it. Costa Rica seeking that 5th. They're in, and they spread it in front. Goalkeeper kicks it partially away. And the next one creeps in, and it is 5 for Costa Rica. It seemed to roll in slow motion, but the finish was true from Nick Bennett. Costa Rica, as expected, coming in. Too much for them in the end. As there is the full-time whistle, and Costa Rica cruise in the end. They score 5 this time after 12 a couple nights ago. And 5.
This defeat follows BVI's 3-1 loss to Trinidad and Tobago on Sunday. However, they started their campaign on a positive note with a convincing 4-0 win over St. Martin. Now the BVI's squad must regroup as they prepare to face Guyana on February 16th, looking to end their qualifying run on a high note. The 2024-2025 BDO Schools League continued this week with intense quarterfinal action, setting up exciting semifinal matchups across multiple age divisions. St. George's and Siboney advanced in the under-20 category, while Siboney and Cedar International secured their places in the under-9 division. Enid Scatliff and St. George's also made their way to the semifinals in the under-7 category. Take a look at this report.
Playing in the first under-12 quarterfinal match at the Greenland football field on Tuesday, St. George's, dressed in green, triumphed over Pelican Gate with a 4-2 victory. Gibran Tarabay and Tristan Aguirre both found the net twice for St. George's, while Dylan George and Rodney Prince responded with a goal each for Pelican Gate. In the second under-12 quarterfinals, Siboney secured a hard-fought 1-0 victory over their opponents, with Sharif Kadura scoring the decisive goal in the 22nd minute. While Siboney continued their dominant run by booking a spot in the under-9 semifinals with a commanding 4-0 win over Enos Adams Primary. Keon Paul Williams led the charge with 2 goals, while Luca Boudon and LeBron Foy added 1 each. For the second under-9 quarterfinals was a thrilling encounter decided by penalties, with Cedar International edging past Seventh-day Adventist 3-2. Cedar's goals came from Shawari Pemberton, Sawyer Gizer, and Fraser Bruce, while William Virgil and Xavion Freites were the scores for Seventh-day Adventists. Meanwhile, in the under-7 division, Enid Scatliff Maroons made a statement with a resounding 5-0 win over Willard Wheatley, securing their spot in the semis. St. George's also advanced in dominant fashion, defeating Enos Adams 6-1. Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
Up next, viewers, we have much more across the territory and look at the top regional stories.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of Pop the Balloon or Find the Connection. Let's meet our first contender, ladies. Okay, Joey, so do you have any toxic traits?
I'm very restrictive. I don't give more time. What you get is what you get. I don't like to give unlimited time. That's it.
Okay, can you tell us why you popped your balloon?
That's a little too restricted for me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, ladies, so let's meet our second contender.
Sorry, excuse me. Why did you pop a balloon?
I
could give you minutes, data, unlimited call, overseas call, fiber. What else you need?
My friend used to date you. You are scam. She used to pay for everything and more. Nothing to offer.
Okay, ladies, let's welcome our last contender. You look nice. Can you tell us your name?
Thank you. My name is Christian Charles Thomas. They call me C Sweetie.
What do you have to offer these ladies?
Well, security, trust, unlimited time, and a pretty fast.
Okay, so do you have any deal breakers?
Nah, but here's my number. 444-4444. Y tú, vida ilimitada.
Okay, guys, so no pop balloons.
For a fast, reliable, and secure connection for your personal or business life, call us at 444-4444 or visit any of our CCT stores and we'll get you connected with the perfect match for you.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. In a groundbreaking collaboration to provide students with a comprehensive platform to explore higher education opportunities and connect with representatives from 21 colleges and universities worldwide, the Elmore Stout High School and the H. Lavey Stout Community College joined forces to host the annual College Fair, which took place today, Thursday, February 13th, 2025. The event kicked off from 9 a.m. to about 2:30 p.m. at the Multipurpose Sports Complex. I was on the ground and filed this report. Take a look.
Good morning. My name is Willis Potter. I'm a former student of Missouri Southern State University. Missouri Southern State University is located in Joplin, Missouri. Missouri Southern State University has a direct relationship with the HLSC Community College. This relationship has spanned many years. I was able myself to transition to MSSU through that relationship, via that relationship with them and the government. That relationship offers many things. Firstly, students from the BBI that transition through HLSCC are given in-state tuition plus 10%. That means you're given the tuition of a local U.S. citizen who would have grown up in the U.S. So that's a great opportunity for us. But in order to get that, again, I must reiterate, you must go through HLSCC.
Good morning, all. Hi, I am Elgina Gerald, an alumni of the St. George's University in Grenada, also known as SGU. SGU is located in the Caribbean. It's the #1 medicine school in the region that offers a Caribbean experience in addition to an international experience. SGU has 4 courses, 4 programs: medicine, biology, veterinarian, and undergraduate degree in sociology or psychology. I would encourage our students to give SGU a try. The reason being, SGU offers you the opportunity of a international experience in the Caribbean. It's affordable, and it also offers scholarships to Caribbean students. In addition to, you get a partial scholarship, you can also get a full scholarship.
Hi, good morning. My name is Carol McCullin, and I'm here with the Scholarship Unit representing the Ministry of Education, Youth Affairs and Sports. And we consider it an opportunity that we really appreciate to be here to be able to give information in reference to the Virgin Islands Scholarship Program. The portal is open right now. Applications are currently being accepted online, and you can apply at bviGov.smapply.io. So basically, the Virgin Islands Scholarship Program is here to facilitate and provide financial assistance to those persons who are interested in pursuing studies abroad. So if you're interested, please check us out. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome to the fair today, the transfer fair here at the Multipurpose Sports Complex in Roetown. My name is Deborah Hodge and I'm representing the H. Lavey Stout Community College.
My name is Dana Lewis Ambrose, representing HLSCC, Head of Business and Computer Studies Department.
So today we want to just welcome everyone to come out. This initiative is a partnership between the Elmore Stout High School and the H. Lavey Stout Community College. And we have a number of colleges, HBCUs on display here at the multipurpose gym today. We also have a representative from the Department of Education, Youth Affairs and Sports. So we really want to invite everyone to to come out. What we hope to do today is sell HLSCC, and certainly we want HLSCC to be the home institution for everyone in the territory, and then you can look at transfer opportunities to any of the other institutions that are visiting here today. We have the University of the Virgin Islands, we have St. George's University, we have Missouri Southern State University, and a host of other universities here. So if you're just joining us, or if you're viewing this at a later time, certainly we would have hoped that you would have come out today and be a part of this initiative.
As I said before, I'm the head of Business and Computer Studies Department. So we have a whole host of associate degree programs which are basically here to help you to move to the next level, starting from business admin to computer studies to small business and entrepreneurship to finance to accounting. And all of those programs from our track record are transferable to many universities within the US and even Canada. So we are encouraged to have these young people here today. We want to be able to let them know what their choices are so that they can be more informed. Of course, there's not only business and computer studies, but we have all the other departments within the academic side as well as the workforce training side. We have humanities department, we have science and math, we have culinary, how could we forget that? And they're all here with their displays. We have marine, and the list goes on.
The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States has taken a bold step towards a cleaner and economically sustainable future with the unanimous adoption of the landmark BASSETTERRE Declaration at the Third Council of Ministers Energy meeting held on February 4th to 5th, 2025 in St. Kitts and Nevis. The BASSETTERRE Declaration establishes the OECS Decade of Action for Sustainable Energy Development 2025 to 2035. Ministers have committed to achieving universal access to affordable, resilient, and reliable clean energy solutions across all member states. Now, the very ambitious but practical agenda includes sustainability, increasing renewable energy generation capacity through solar, wind, geothermal, and green hydrogen projects specifically tailored to regional needs. The Decade of Action pledges tangible benefits for all OECS citizens, such as lower energy costs by reducing dependency on imported fossil fuels and adopting more energy efficiency. Households and businesses can expect to spend less on energy. Job creation. The sustainable energy transition will be said to create new employment opportunities in renewable energy, services, energy efficiency, e-mobility, and the green building sectors. Enhance resilience, diversifying energy sources, and building more robust energy infrastructure will strengthen the region's ability to withstand natural disasters as well as economic shocks, as well as economic growth. This is said to redirecting funds from fuel imports to local investments, which will stimulate economic development across various sectors. The success of this initiative relies on collaboration between governments, private sectors, entities, as well as communities. French rescue teams have recovered the final two bodies from the wreckage of a Cessna 172 aircraft that crashed in the mountains of La Plaine last month, RCI Martinique reported Wednesday. The French High Mountain Gendarmerie platoon conducted the difficult recovery operation at an altitude of 750 meters, where the aircraft wreckage hung precariously on a rocky ridge supported only by vegetation. The recovery marks the end of a challenging rescue operation that began after the plane crashed on January 26 while departing Douglas Charles Airport for Martinique. The first two victims were retrieved in early February. The bodies have been transported to local authorities for medical processing and, of course, before being returned to their families, according to the RCI Martinique. Search teams located the wreckage a day after the crash on a mountaintop in La Plaine on the island's southeast coast. The aircraft's position and unstable condition complicated recovery efforts. French authorities have launched a judicial investigation into involuntary manslaughter against Dominica. Viewers, that is it for today's News Roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at tweet4media.com. Of course, follow us on our WhatsApp channels, as well as to like us on Facebook at Tweet4Media and Tweet4BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. A happy Thursday's wish to everyone. Goodbye.